Welcome back. My apology, man. But we're gonna start this thing over. And then, like I said, man, Happy New Year's to those who made it to another year. And while we at it, man, subscribe to my channel, man, and get these likes up and these views up. So today we're gonna talk about the 12 months since the Trump administration been in office, and how they just f the whole, system up, and on some more authority types trying to take over. You know what I mean? But at the same time, nothing but criminals, man. Nothing but criminals. Y'all just forgot. You remember this man just was indicted a year and a half ago on 34 counts. You know what I mean? And they ain't spent their day in jail, ain't paying their damn fine or nothing. So just imagine if that was one of us. You know what I mean? We barely could even get a job if I got a felony or if I've been convicted of anything, a misdemeanor, anything. You know what I mean? So we barely even get a job. But at the same time, this man sitting in office with 34 counts. 34 counts. You know what I mean? And within them 12 months he been in office, this man became a billionaire. Just before he went back in office, he didn't even have a penny have, you know what I mean? Not the, I mean, he wasn't supposed to be where he was at. You know what I mean? For a person, you know what I mean, who just was found guilty, you know what I mean, for pumping his value up and they ain't have near that. And now he a billionaire. Something ain't right with that picture. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, you got the Epstein files that everybody is talking about. And then as soon as they released them files, what did they do? They blacked out over 100 something pages. You know what I mean? Leaving them names out. You know what I mean? So they won't get incriminated or incriminate itself. You know, we gotta pay attention to what's going on, man. I'm telling you now, you gotta pay attention. If you're not paying attention, you better start paying attention now. Even if Trump is impeached, you know what I mean, you got somebody right behind him that will do the same thing, probably even worse. You know what I mean? Because JD Vance ain't no better. No better. You know, these are the same people that was talking bad about Donald Trump the first term he had. And now they all work for him. Even Cash Patel. You know what I mean? Stephen Miller is the worst of them all. If you don't know who Stephen Miller is, you got to get down with Stephen Miller. He's his advisor. This the man is pulling the strings. So you got to get down with Stephen Miller. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things I can't say I want to say, but he's just one of the most racist persons that you're going to ever run across. You know what I mean? And he called himself a Christian, but they got these conservative Christians who don't do nothing but play race cards. You know what I mean? They young, they go on these college campuses, you know what I mean? And that's all they do. It's like, how can I say it? It's like they indoctrinate certain people, you know what I mean, to think one way, and that's their way. So if you're not familiar with them, get down with them. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, all they do is lie. They lie about the economy, talk the prices are coming down on gas, electricity, food prices. None of that. Everything is a lie, man. Everything. You gotta pay attention. Everything is a lie about Trump. I never said that would have been Obama who tore the right wing down. You know what I mean? Obama would have been probably even out of office by now. It wouldn't even seen half of the wall get put down. You know what I mean? Not alone him putting his name on a monument of another president that gave his life for the country. And this man took Kennedy's name and put it on the back burner and put his name up front, Trump Kennedy Center. Come on, man. How do that sound? That was cold disrespect, man. Cold disrespect. I never seen a president, man. Don't hold no type of responsibility. Don't apologize to nobody. You know what I mean? I don't care who you. I mean, I don't care what the situation is. You know what I mean? I done seen this man get told that troops that have died over cross seas, and he ain't talking about that's what they signed up for. Man, this man don't have no heart, man, at all. Only heart he got is for himself and his family. You know what I mean? Just remember, he the only one got immunity. The people that work for him don't. So all of them gonna get accountability when he get out of office. All of them. And then you got this Cash Patel. If you see these Senate hearings they be having, and they be going up against them, man, these people don't even know how to answer certain questions because they be caught in their lies so much, man. You know what I mean? It's pathetic. They be caught in their lies so much. They don't know how to answer nothing. Cash Patel was one of them too that talked bad about Donald Trump. You know what I mean? Talking about he's incompetent to be our president. He can't think past go. But now look where he at. FBI director. Everybody that he got in position don't have no clue what they doing. Ain't even qualified. Let me go into a job and not qualified. You know what I mean? The first thing they're gonna tell me, come back or go get qualified. But even that, man. If you listen to let me see, Fox News, that's another news station, man, that goes for Trump. They just all they do is lie on Fox News about Trump numbers. You know his numbers in the water. Everything underground for him. You know what I mean? When it comes to the financial, when it comes to political, everything is underwater for Trump. Everything. But let Fox tell you, he's doing great. He the first president that did this. He the first president that did that. Study telling this man the truth, man. You know what I mean? They rather sit up there and lie with him or lie for him. You know what I mean? So anytime you listen to Fox, do not let them tell you know anything. Please investigate what you listening to. You know. But yeah, man, we went through a rough year this year, man. You know what I mean? So it's a whole lot of things that's great, like come out, but you gotta pay attention, you gotta listen, you gotta read. If you're not, um, let me see how can I say this. Well, a lot of people ain't into politics, but this affects all of us though. So you gotta take your time out and reading what's going on around you. You know what I mean? Because now that these prices on insurance, it's going to skyrocket, man, for a lot of people, over 20 million people. You know what I mean? And it's going to affect a lot of us, and a lot of us ain't even got jobs they even cover half of our utilities. You know what I mean? Not alone cover some damn shorts. So in order for people, I mean, to get through, it's some people really gonna die, man. They don't even care. You know what I mean? They don't even care. This man talking about giving out $2,000 dividend checks. How the hell is that gonna cover your insurance? Some people pay rent at $2,000. You know what I mean? So for him to sit up there, and that's another lie. That man ain't kicking out no money, and that'll help try to keep quiet people down because some people fall for that. $2,000 is not nothing these days, man. You know what I mean? It's not nothing. So in order for people to fall for that again, all he gonna do is just bait people and keep them quiet, try to cover a blind eye so they don't know what's really going on. But you gotta pay attention, man. Them $2,000 check, that ain't nothing. You know what I mean? But you gonna get that once a year, and then next thing you know, he back at it again. Here it is. Like I said, he become a billionaire. He's stealing from the him, whatever president sued himself, man, and made a damn deal with himself to get money. That go to show you right there how crooked he is, man. You know what I mean? So y'all gotta pay attention out there, man. We all gotta pay attention, man. You know what I mean? You got I watch the Miners Touch every day, man, and great, great channel, great podcast, man. And they put you down with everything what's going on, not only with the Epstein files, but news themselves, cross seas, and what's going on. A lot of things Trump and them doing on the side that people don't pay attention to is really crucial, man. I'm telling you, it's really crucial. So, in order for you to get up on that, you gotta go look into the Miners Trust Network, and they tell you everything from the ground news going up to the White House to cross seas to Ukraine. You know what I mean? So I pay attention to all that stuff. Now they trying to go inside Nigeria, claim that ISIS is over there, and they bombing Nigeria. Anything to keep your mind occupied and keep it off the main stuff, which is our country. You know what I mean? They starting all kind of wars and all that. You know what I mean? So you gotta pay attention to what's coming out his mouth. From my point of view, I don't even think Trump gonna be in there that long. You know what I mean? So 2026 might be his year, whether he get impeached or not. But I honestly don't think he's gonna be there that long. So I'm not gonna sit here and talk you to death, but at the same time, I want you to pay attention to what's going on around you, and start getting into the politics side of the United States. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of stuff that's going to affect us. A lot of, I mean, people. Period. Whether you black, white, Hispanic, it's going to affect all of us. You know what I mean? So with that, man, subscribe to my channel. Get them likes up, man. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna bring you some more news. Try to bring you some news at least three to four times out of a week, and I appreciate it. So happy New Year's and stay safe. Thank you.